welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be everything I did to get into UW-Madison, like my classes, stats, clubs, volunteer, leadership, and everything like that. So I'm going to be looking at my phone quite a bit in this video because I have a list of everything that I did because it was 2 years ago and I applied in 2020. I'm also in my bed right now because there's a window and it's the only place right now with good lighting. So starting with my stats. This is weird because I never really told anybody this information, but if it can help somebody, that's all that matters. And also, this is my experience in 2020, so yours will probably be different, but just like take it with a grain of salt. I had a 3.9 unweighted GPA, so the school that I went to did not do weighted GPAs, so like the AP classes were weighted the same as like a gym class, even though obviously AP classes are a lot harder. So 3.9 unweighted, and I took the ACT 3 times, and the highest score I got was a 24, and I did prep classes for that. So next is my classes. Freshman year, that year I had a 3.9 GPA, so I had a few ABs. I took like the average history, science, math classes that we were all required to take, and then I did Spanish 2 and gym, and then I did a cooking class, and then I took summer gym that summer online to get that prereq out of the way. Sophomore year, I had a 4.0 GPA. I took AP US History, Biology, Math, Medical Occupations through MATC, which is a technical college, and I did, what else? A cooking class again, and then Spanish 3. Junior year, I had a 3.8 GPA. Like throughout the whole year, and I did AP Psych, AP Gov, Spanish 4, American Literature, Chemistry Honors, and then Med Terms through MATC. And then I did my CNA certification through a tech college as well. We got to do it for free, which was awesome. And then senior year, I had a 4.0 that year. I did Spanish 5 through UW Green Bay and got 14 credits towards electives in college. I did physics, which was like a harder class that gives you latte points. Regular English, sociology, cultural awareness, pre-calc, human anatomy and physiology, which was also a latte. And then I had senior release. All of my junior year classes were also latte classes, and then I believe just AP US History and Spanish 3 sophomore year were latte. And so next are my clubs. So if I have any advice for clubs, so like pick a few clubs and do leadership in those clubs and go far and be committed. Don't just join a bunch of clubs and don't do anything, because that really won't, like, yes, it'll be a lot on paper, but it won't really mean anything if you just go to a meeting every month. So I did Deca for 4 years. I did not compete though because it had nothing to do with what I wanted to do. Spanish Club, Leo Club, which was all volunteering. And then I joined the National Honor Society junior year. You could apply if you had a 3.5 or above, and then you wrote a few essays, and they decided if you would get in. So I got in my junior year, and then I was the co-president senior year of NHS, and then I did dance team all 4 years. So I did all seasons of that. So football season, competition season in the winter, and then all of the boys and girls basketball games. And then I choreographed those my senior year when I was captain. And then I was on the fundraising committee chair my junior year. So kind of finding like volunteer opportunities or fundraising, obviously. And then I did track 1 year, but didn't include it on my application because again, it's not really any substance there. So that's all of the clubs that I did, but dance team like was practice every day. So that was like very, very time consuming. So next section is jobs. So my first job was sophomore year as a dietary aide in an assisted living by my house. You can kind of look that up online if you want to learn anything about that, but it's basically serving food to residents. And then I was like a child care supervisor worker at a gym kind of by my house, so the parents would drop off their kids when they worked out, and then we would watch them. So after I got my CNA certification junior year, I left that job to work at the assisted living I work at today. So I've been working there for 2 years now. Okay, volunteering. So when I was after my freshman year, I decided that I needed to do some volunteering, and for NHS you needed hours for volunteering. So it was perfect that there was a hospice facility in Madison that is close to my family and provides great care. So I decided I wanted to go through their training process to become a CNA assistant companion volunteer. So I've been doing that for 5.5 years now, and it is a 30-hour training process, taking classes and on-floor training with nurses and CNAs to specialize in dementia and Alzheimer's and kind of navigate that as a volunteer, and how to again navigate certain situations if they come up. And then, so I did that on the weekends. They do 3-hour shifts, and you have to hit a volunteer minimum of 50 hours a year. So I did that on the weekends. And then my Cna Clinical Experience. So before you take your certification exam, you have to have clinicals. And we did it at a hospital in Madison on the cardiovascular unit. So us as CNAs were responsible for caring for them right out of heart surgery, giving baths, showers, doing range of motion, vitals, and more. It was good because we started off in pairs, 2 CNAs at a time, or 2 students at a time, with the nurse. And then we eventually did 3 patients on our own for that shift. So we would go to school a day and then clinical at night. Okay, next section is essays. So through the Common App, I wrote 2 essays. One was about why I wanted to go to UW-Madison. And my advice for this one is tell a story. Don't just list things that can be found off the website, because they'll know that you just read the website. So make it seem like UW-Madison is the best school for you and no other school will compare. For me, I mentioned that it was the only school that had a prestigious nursing school, would allow me to remain volunteering at the same hospice, maintain my CNA job, and gain great clinical experience at one of their hospitals. So I kind of said that. And then the second essay was a prompt that I chose. You have 10 different ones you can choose from. It was about an experience that shaped me into the person I am today, and that I would not be the same without. So I opened up about a certain hospice experience that I had and told a story about it and how it would relate to me in nursing school at UW-Madison. And then I had 3 of my teachers read it and revise it and make corrections about how I can make it better. So yeah, I sent those in. And then the schools I applied to, I did Iowa early decision and got in, Auburn regular decision in Alabama and got in, UW-Milwaukee and Edgewood regular decision and got in, and then University of Minnesota direct admit nursing program, I got deferred from early admission and then denied. So something that's different with the University of Minnesota is that you have to apply direct admit. There's no way you can go into school undecided or switch your major into nursing. You have to apply right away. So it's very, very weird. So it's super, super competitive. So I did not get in, and then I applied to UW-Madison in February, and then found out in March that it was waitlisted. So I got waitlisted, and only 17.5% of students get off the waitlist at UW-Madison. They said that in their waitlisting letter, and there's no guarantee that you will get off of it because they don't come back to look at your profile like they do with being deferred. So I sent in my final senior second semester grades, which was a 4.0, and then wrote a letter of continued interest about why Madison is the best fit for me and that I would instantly commit and enroll if I was admitted. So there's templates online about how to write one of these and YouTube videos, so not like a template, I wouldn't follow it, but just get some ideas about what to do. So this forced them kind of to look back at my profile because there were things added to it, but if I just sat there and did nothing, there's no guarantee that I would really move up on that list. So it was kind of scary, but I did that, and a few weeks later I got my acceptance letter. So do not give up. So if you're put on the wait list, I highly suggest writing that letter and sending in your grades, proving that you would be a really good fit, and they might bump you up on the wait list after seeing like those efforts. But if it's a school you really don't want to go to, I would not go through writing that letter. maybe send in your grades, but I would only do it if it's a school that you would, like, is your dream school and you're so close to getting in, but do not give up, because it worked for me and it worked for some other people I know. But again, like, it's hard because at UW-Madison they compare you to all the people from your high school that go there or went there, and they compare your grades and your experience and your clubs and volunteerism to people from your high school, so that can either be a good or bad thing. But yes, I got in and now I am a second year here, living in my sorority house, as you can see. And yeah, so right now I am in the sorority, obviously, and then I am on the executive board at Dance Marathon at UW-Madison. It's the first year. And then I am the red dress gala chair at Alpha Phi for my chapter. So there are like 3 of us who plan the event for next year. So those are some clubs and leadership that I am doing right now. And then continuing, obviously, with volunteering and working at the assisted living. But I hope this video was helpful for you. I know when I was looking online, there weren't many videos like this, opening up about what people did to get into UW-Madison, so it was hard for me, and all I really had was friends that previously got denied or got accepted here to compare it off of. So hopefully this can help you in your college decision search. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be filming my next video pretty soon, I think. I don't really know what it'll be, but hopefully it'll be soon. But thank you guys for watching.